Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's making a great night, folks. This quote's by Barbara Kingsolver. Hope is a renewable option. If you run out of it at the end of the day, you get to start over again in the morning. No doubt. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 109, NASDAQ up 42, S&P's up 13, gold contract up $10.60, trading at $1,203 an ounce. Silver up 13 cents at $16.30 an ounce. Platinum up 10 bucks at $1,163 an ounce. Copper up 2.5 pennies at $2.72 a pound. Light sweet crude up $2.69 at $55.98 a barrel. Bonds, you have the 10-year up 4 ticks, 129.14. 30-year down 6 at 164.06. King Dollar's giving it up. She's down 415 ticks after being up intraday. She's at 98.52. Euro is up 30 at 106.85, and the yen is trading down 47 at 118.93. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Well, I know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's get over and take a look at them. What do we have? Okay, so we'll start with the SPY. Well, actually, let's start with the futures. We take a look at these E-minis. This is what you've had. We've had two separate spikes higher intraday. We've got to a price point up here of 2105.50. You're out there at the 2104 right now. 2107 is the high that was generated out here on the 23rd. You know, so bottom line, we'll see if that can make it coming into that close, if that's what it's going to do, or in fact, is that are we going to go to that 01 level? What we've had intraday thus far, let's go take a look at intraday, because when you get these spikes, it's really pretty cool. That's what markets love to do at highs and particularly at lows, too. So the spikes that we're talking about, you had that spike that happened at 1320 and today. Bottom line, that spike didn't have enough juice. I mean, listen, the price is over it. That's the bottom line. But what you have, which is opened to close out here today, is the 2100 even. Why the 2100 even? That's the last time that we had any juice, and that was at 0930 this morning. So this closing is going to be really cool, watching how this baby shakes out. In particular, the reason is that if we go over to the small caps, when you're going to look at the small caps is this. The small caps are at higher price, they are breaking topside, and they do have volume. And what that's all about is that you have the gold market moving, you have the oil market moving. We've done, on the IWM today, we've done 20 million shares. You're taking out the high with 17 million. So those small caps do want to move into higher price. We go over to the NDX 100. We look at the 3 Qs, because we're going to have a slew of numbers coming out every day right now for the next 3.5 weeks. 3 Qs, we're at up 83 cents. You're doing 13 million shares, which is anemic. Yesterday, even we did 23 million. The last high that we were up here at 108.38, we did 17 million. Now this is let me get this, make this a little bit cleaner for you. This is a big number, and this is why. The downdraft that we had out there on the 25th, you know, you had 45 million shares traded. We definitely should have been able to do more than we did. It was a sideways move yesterday. It was slightly lower low, but really a sideways move. That was 23 million shares. You're doing 13 going into that high again. So we'll see where this whole thing shakes out. But bottom line, that is a problem for the 3 Qs. Now, gold. We go take a look at the gold contract. What we have with gold is this. This is very subtle what gold is doing, folks. Gold has managed to hold on to its gains. It's been building cause. And the way that it's been building cause, okay, is very stealth. Bottom line is that we've done 121,000 contracts today, and that's a big number. That's a beauty. And the price movement, yeah, you're up 10 bucks, but that's not really that much. What you have is that the low of yesterday was established at 1183. The low today is 1188. You're inside the range. This thing is going to go for this high of 1224. The real question, as we get up into that high, will we get the juice, okay, in order to take that high out and have the volume behind the move. The last time we were up here was this. On the March 26th, we got to 1220. That was dynamite volume. You had come off the bottom with volume. You pull back with lighter volume. When we went to the higher high on the 6th of April, it was slightly lower volume. Not huge, but slightly lower. That's setting up that, hey, we're going to go into this. We'll see whether we take it out. If we go over to the GLD and you look at the correlation inside the GLD is setting up really nice. Now, the GLD trades at 10% of the price of gold. The GLD is up $1 here today. We've done, let's see, 2.7 million shares out here. Bottom line, you know, yesterday did 3.6. This baby is setting up also to go after this 117.47. We'll see whether we can take it out. We're going to take a look at the silver market. What do we have with silver? Silver right now is trading at 16.30. And what we do have with silver is this. Silver, we have a decent expansion with volume, okay? We're doing 38,000 right now. Silver needs to get inside 1643 to get in that higher range. The difference with gold and silver is gold is in the higher range, silver is not in the higher range. What silver did do, however, which was really positive yesterday, is that silver actually got below its sign of strength from the 20th of March, closed above it, had lighter volume, and now it's going to basically work its way inside that higher range. We go take a look at the bond market. What do we have with bonds out here? Okay, so bonds. Bonds just want higher price. They're just amazing, actually. The 10-year bond is trading at 129.14. We have 710,000 contracts out here today. Yesterday, you talk about pushing higher. And we didn't hit the high of yesterday, thank God, because the high of yesterday was 129.22. We hit the 129.20. Bottom line, this is pushing in order to go up to the 130 level from the 6th. Bottom line, you take that out, that would give you a 133. Well, if you take it out with volume, that would give you a 133 10-year bond that would be breaking all levels. The 10-year yield right now, folks, is 1.891. That's setting up 30-year. If you need a mortgage, go get it, because that's setting up, I was quoting, you know, yesterday, 3.85. The bottom line is that you can almost get down to 3.7, 3.65, and that's on an FHA 30-year, which is pretty intense. It's really intense, not pretty intense. Okay, now let's go over to King Dollar, because King Dollar is what it's all about. Why am I saying King Dollar is all about? Well, the market itself, okay, is moving around these currencies. King Dollar, okay, you talk about a nice little confirmation. It's pretty intense. Now, the movement's not intense on King Dollar today. What we have is this. You have the high that was established on the 13th of March. That high was 100.78. You come off that high with volume. As soon as you come off any high with volume, folks, it's always a heads up. You want to watch something real closely when that happens. Why? Because there are much larger corrections when you come off the high with volume. And King Dollar's in King Dollar's example, you did a 1 to 2 ABC structure on the way up. That's even more of a heads up that you have a total change of trend. So what do? We come off it with volume. We come all the way back up. We test it on Monday. Monday, you tested on lighter volume. We tested on 57,000 shares, contracts versus 101. Then what do? Well, guess what? We come off the high with volume again. Yesterday, you did 65,000. What do you do today? We've already done 75,000. This is so subtle, it's amazing. So you get an expansion of volume. Second time, bottom line, King Dollar is going to run down to the 96.31. I suspect we're going to get tested at 94.76, which is the March 18th swing low, and we'll see whether we break it or not. It's a big number. It's particularly a big number because you had Draghi out there today, and as you had Draghi out there, what you had is this. Bottom line, he says that QE is going well, it's going to keep going, and guess what? Didn't do a thing. It made the euro go up and the dollar go down. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.